Do you hear me? My dog is here just in case he barks. I apologize. Hello. How are you? Okay. Do you guys hear me? Yay. Okay. I was gonna try an experiment with a different streaming software because some of you said that when I share my screen, you don't see it right away. But I didn't have much time, so maybe I'll do it next time. So I'm still using the default of YouTube. I hope it works this time, or we can just wait a little whenever I share a screen. I share my screen with you guys. So um, I just want to provide some updates on the Hee-jin case. Let's do a hello. Good morning. Thank you, Nico. Hi. Okay, let's do some updates first. My dog is here. If he barks, I'll just pick him up for him to shut up. Um, so, as you know, Min Hee-jin was fired 2 days ago now. Um, what happened? How did HYBE do it? So let's backtrack a little. Several May, that was May when HYBE was going to fire her after they do an audit. After they did an audit, but she filed an injunction and the court sided with her. But the decision was only for her, not for the rest of the board of directors, which she appointed. She appointed all of the board of directors. So since the decision was just to prohibit HYBE from firing her, it allowed HYBE to fire the rest of the board of directors, which is what they did. They fired the rest of the board of directors and replaced it with theirs. And that included the now CEO of Ador, which is the chief of human resources, and then the CEO of HYBE, and then which is the chief strategy officer, and then the chief finance officer. So I just thought it was so strategic. Um, it was so strategic for them to put those people. The HR manager will make very very few mistakes when it comes to dealing with people, and she would also know exactly where to draw the line, how to manage people, how to set up some rules and some boundaries. So it was a very strategic move. Plus, don't cancel me for what I'm about to say, but I think her being a woman was a huge consideration for HYBE, because she's gonna have to deal with the parents of NewJeans at down the road. She's gonna have to deal with them, and it's always better for the parents if they're talking with a woman. And if you look at her, she looks very motherly. So don't cancel me. I'm just trying to be as straight as possible because it's not going to do us any good to beat around the bush. So I think it was a very strategic move. Okay, so they replaced her, and then one thing. So then they have the majority vote now. They can actually technically take her out through the majority vote. The problem is that they did have a shareholders agreement, and the shareholders agreement had two things in there that prohibits them to do anything. One is that they agreed in the shareholders agreement that HYBE will always protect her position, that they will guarantee she's going to stay in her position for 5 years as the CEO of Ador. So that's one. Second is the put option, which is what I explained the last time. But basically, since she owned 18% of Ador, um, they have a pre-agreed time frame where Min Hee-jin can sell back the shares to HYBE, and HYBE has no option but to actually buy it back. When she wants to sell it, then HYBE will have no option but to buy it back. So it can cut two ways. If she decides to sell it When it is lower, so for example, their agreed price is 200 and HYBE's price at that time is 100, then she wins because she's going to get more money for it. But if HYBE's price is at 300 and the agreed term is 200, then HYBE wins because they're going to buy it back for a much lower price. So apparently what HYBE did was on June 27, so that was more than a month ago, they nullified they dismissed the shareholders agreement. So 27th of June, that was more than a month ago. And then 27th, so of August, they called for a shareholders meeting, a board meeting, sorry, not a shareholders meeting, but a board meeting. And according to their statement, this was a date that Hee-jin pre-selected. And that's when they met and made the decision to fire her. Because by now, the shareholders agreement is out and the put option is out, so they can fire her. And then, according to HYBE, she agreed to stay on as a producer for NewJeans. But when they released the statement, now Hee-jin gave her side of the story, or at least what she's about to do, through her law firm. The law firm says that Hee-jin never acknowledged the dismissal of the shareholders agreement, and that they she didn't have enough time to read the agenda of the board meeting. And since she never acknowledged the dismissal of the shareholders agreement, then it means it's still valid. That means that HYBE violated the shareholders agreement, and they violated the court order on the injunction. So they're going to sue. It's just a matter of when. So they're probably gathering all the evidence. Ador, now being led by the chief of human resource, said that they did everything by the book. That she agreed on the day. She knew of the agenda. During the meeting, everything was mentioned that she was being taken out. She agreed that she was going to stay as a producer, and she agreed. And if anybody in that meeting has brains, that probably is a recorded meeting, so we will know what really happened. Now, how were they able to invalidate the shareholders agreement? There's only several reasons for somebody to automatically invalidate a or dismiss a shareholders agreement. The only two things that would be applicable to her, let me see. I will share my screen with you. I hope it works. Are you seeing it? Do you see it? No. Give it some time. Yes. Okay, perfect. So there are um, several ways to dismiss the shareholders agreement. It could be a mutual agreement. It could be if she sells the shares, which she didn't, or it could be a court order. None of this is true because according to her, it wasn't mutual. She didn't sell the shares, and it wasn't a court order. So there are very few reasons when one party could automatically dismiss the agreement. They breach the contract, the agreement's fixed term expires, it has not expired, or an event occurs that indicates the venture's success or failure, or a party becomes this is not true as well. There is no merger and acquisition. There could be a management deadlock. So it could either be the management deadlock or the breach of their agreement. So those two things are the only ones that could apply to her. My bet is that it was a breach. So they have something on her that will prove she breached the contract. They have not disclosed that, although after after HYBE submitted, or after HYBE sent her the dismissal of the shareholders agreement, they filed a lawsuit. They wanted the court to sort of make it final, although they have the right to dismiss it. they asked the court to make it final so that she is not going to go after that. So, but that hasn't been decided yet. So this could be the breach. We just don't know specifically what HYBE used as a, because they need to materialize that. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Um, so this were the key dates. 27 is when the shareholders agreement was dismissed, and then August 27 was when Min Hee-jin was replaced. So these are the reasons that these are the grounds for Min Hee-jin's lawsuit. That the shareholders agreement is still in place. That means the firing of Min Hee-jin is against the shareholders agreement. Uh, According to them, Min Hee-jin has not agreed to continue as a producer of NewJeans, and that the firing actually violates the court order. There are some people who are saying that essentially what HYBE is doing is making Min Hee-jin choose between NewJeans or money. Um, it is a part of the strategy, but I don't think that is the whole strategy. I think the whole strategy is to just to take her out. So we will have to wait. I don't think this is over, but I think it's going to be a long battle because she has several cases against her, and she also filed several cases against the management team of HYBE. So that's a lot of court cases. At least half of the money that she's going to earn is going to go to her law firm. I heard the girl Min Hee-jin was bashing the look dead in the eyes was Yoonjin Ha of Lesser of Him. Her shaman advised Min Hee-jin to fire Yoonjin. Yoonjin was fired. Was I heard this as well, that it was her who wanted Ha Yoonjin out of. It was the shaman who recommended Ha Yoonjin to be taken out. Okay. Let's go back. It's an SM artist, he'll be okay. Oh, Tail. I suffered from anxiety for several weeks because of the sugar issues. I would be damned if I don't see any retribution. Um, there will be retribution. I just think it's going to come in another form. I don't I don't see I hope I hope that after everything is settled, that they're going to sue people, that Big Hit is going to sue people. They're going to sue media people because they can't keep on doing it. Like I feel like for Suga or any of the BTS members, they're strong enough to take it, but they can't keep on doing it to future artists of Big Hit and HYBE. So I hope they sue the holy hell out of everybody. They dragged Yoongi because because he's BTS. There were SM stans who put full the fire. Some of them contributed to the funeral rites. I have no proof of that. He needs a photo line. So Tail has been the police confirmed that the investigation has been in place since June. But SM is insisting that they didn't know. They weren't aware of it until recently. And they're sort of making it appear as if they also didn't know. But the police said they've been investigating him since June. So someone is lying or someone is inaccurate. August D is rising from the ash. He will. He always does. But she's still a HYBE employee. They didn't fire her, only demoted her. Yes, she's still a HYBE employee. They just demoted her. And I think that is to sort of soften the blow. Because if they automatically fire her, they're going to get a lot of backlash from the fans of NewJeans and probably from NewJeans. So I think it's more of a strategy for them to try and control the backlash. Like let her stay, and based on how the comeback is going to perform, they're going to make a decision. As I've said, I don't wish ill on anybody. I hope everybody succeeds, especially the girls. And I do think that in this entire chaos, it's actually the NewJeans members that are the only real victims. I do hope that they succeed, but I think there's just the market is just too saturated. So I think they will, it's not going to be a flop for sure because they're very, very popular. But I don't think they're going to get to the same level of success they had during their comeback before this one. Hello. Hi from Canada. We represent BTS and should know how Suga feels. Why would you want to do that just because of toxic scent? Do what? Do what? Juan. Do what? Do that because of toxic stance. Makes sense that the shaman would recommend to have Yunjin out. Yunjin seems to be the kind of girl who would not take any of she was born in the US. So I mean not she was born in Korea, but she grew up in the US. So she has a little bit of the independent thinker kind of DNA in her. So it could be that because she was raised in the US, obviously. So yeah, she's not the kind of girl that you can sort of order around. Yes, your screenshot just takes a couple of seconds to display. Thank you. As I'm always, yeah. Well, they're saying that they didn't know, so that's their excuse. Tail is in deep. Yes, he is. Hello from California. I'm in California, Steph. Hi. SM is lying. They could be lying. There is an article that came out about this, about an idol who got into trouble because of sexual accusations, sexual crimes, and it was taken down. The article was taken down. So people are saying that it was SM who asked the publication to take it down, basically controlling her from the top and around her. I guess putting her in a bias grip. Yeah, yes, they're trying to control her a lot. I think one of the, aside from the fact that they want to control the backlash from the public, I do think that I'm sure they don't want to spoil their investment because they're in the middle of they supposedly they're in the middle of a preparation for the comeback of NewJeans. So I'm sure they want to give NewJeans the best possible chance to succeed because that's their investment, that's their money. So they probably want Min Hee-jin to finish it. I feel like SM is just washing their hands from the issue, most likely, probably. Honestly, although that yes, but I do think that SM kind of knows already how grave this is. The police said that his victim is not a minor; that is just an adult female. There's somebody on Twitter, sorry, no, Instagram. Her account is now on private, who published a police report stating that she filed it against Tail, and this was months ago, and that Tail hacked her phone to plant a hidden camera, so the Tail can see her. But then she can't control her phone because he was controlling it. Um, so she was like, "Are you the things that she said?" She's accusing him, Tail, of not working alone, that this is a group of people actually doing it. That's why his name got attached to the new Anthrum scandal, but that's not confirmed. NewJeans next. Honestly, I need NewJeans out of HYBE. Let them be successful somewhere else. Yeah, in my last live, I said there are two sides of the story. Some feel that they should just leave because no matter what HYBE does in the future, fans will never be satisfied, or the parents will never be satisfied because there will always be that if this was Min Hee-jin, this is what she was going to do, and blah blah blah. And then the other side is that why will they leave if that is um if that's their if HYBE is the one who invested in them. Personally, as a business, as an entrepreneur, but also as somebody who doesn't have a lot of patience, I'll probably just, if you want to go with Min Hee-jin, go. I'll probably release them if that is what the girls want. Min Hee-jin said that she has a plan and that she will do her best. What do you suppose she means? I think she definitely. HYBE was able to do something they did not anticipate. That's why HYBE was able to fire her. I don't think HYBE is going to fire her without grounds. So they have a fight. We just don't know if it is enough for the courts. So, but I think Min Hee-jin has already set up a plan right after the injunction. She already set up a plan in order to sell the shares, get them, liquidate the money, and get NewJeans out of there. I think that's what she's talking about. And she intends to push through with that. Hi from the Philippines. Hi, mabuhay. I was born and raised in the Philippines. NewJeans' next comeback isn't going to succeed as they had the backing of armies. That's what a lot of people say. Do we think she will stay as a producer or leave? I think she's gonna stay. I think she's gonna stay because she would probably most likely want to try and get NewJeans in her court. She will not allow anybody to go near those girls because the one thing that she was able to successfully do is guard the girls. She isolated the girls from everybody else. They're not spending any time, they're not friends with anybody else in HYBE. But now that there is a new CEO, the new CEO can require the girls, the new jeans girls, to do a project with the others, and that could open up their world. And Min Hee Jin cannot afford that if she wants to keep the girls. I'm a little behind on the live. Ignore my comments, guys. You've no doubt already answered 5 minutes ago. Okay. If she isn't satisfied with producing for New Jeans, it's going to make her all I care about is New Jeans story. Yeah, probably. That's probably what she's going. That's the storyline she's gonna go on. She's gonna go with. Oh yes, they're throwing Tail under the bus so quick. Even apparently his best friend of 5 years left him. Like he unfollowed on Instagram at the very least, publicly. Did y'all hear about the billboard on Sunset Boulevard in LA? Yeah, it's gonna stay there for 5 days. I heard. I'm going to go. I'll go check it out. Revenge on the SM idol. Let's not hope. Let's not wish revenge on anybody else. I think the only thing. Oh, the one thing that I would ask everybody is whenever you mention this case, please don't mention anybody else. Don't attach any other idol. Like if you mention this case, just talk about that case and don't talk about anybody else, because that's going to create some psychological association, which is unfair to anybody who is going to be associated to this guy. What's on the billboard in Sunset Boulevard? Some armies pulled together some money, I believe, or it could be that it was just that one army, and she's going to put a billboard in Sunset Boulevard to support Suga. BS. Who's BS? Tail or SM? Hi from the Philippines. Hello, Pink. Where from the Philippines are you? Sharon, and Pink from the what part of the Philippines? Would you know when HYBE terminated the agreement? June 27. On what grounds? No, they just said it's a breach. It's most not said, but it's most likely breach. So I don't think they're going to. I think they have something else on her, not just the previous takeover attempt. Con artist Min, evil shaman. But June 27 is when they terminated the agreement, the shareholders agreement. Con artist, evil shaman, her partners, and NewJeans need to be sued. Prison time. Give NewJeans are not the victims. They knowingly helped Min with some of her activities. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. They've been so isolated from the rest. They were, you know how sometimes, the often actually, not just sometimes, but you know how kidnap victims would sympathize with their kidnappers because they get brainwashed into it. That's, I'm sorry to use that analogy, but it's something like that. Like they don't know anything else. That's the only way they know how to survive. You know, they've been conditioned that she's the best and blah blah blah. So you need to give them a chance. You need to give them a chance to get acquainted with some other people, to open up their world. Hopefully the new CEO will be able to do that. It's not dangerous that Min Hee-jin can stay at HYBE with all the damage she's already caused. Her ultimate goal is to destroy BTS. Could be because we know that she got in touch with the accountant of BTS. So BTS has a very very special setup in HYBE. And that is part of what Min Hee-jin actually hates. If you would remember in the Bloomberg interview of Bang Shiuk was asked what is the plan of the BTS members' individual careers, and he said, "I'm not like it's not my place to talk about that." And he's the owner of Big Hit and Hype. So they have a very special setup. Okay, just allow me to make a disclaimer first. I don't work for Big Hit or Hype. I'm not associated in any form, shape, or way in that company. So take what I say with a grain of salt because this is basically third hand information for you, but it's second hand information for me. So, take it with a grain of salt. But they do have a very special setup in Hype and in Big Hit. And that's what's irritating to a lot of people because they are essentially untouchable. Like you can't go anywhere in Hybe without feeling that the ground you're walking on was built by BTS. That's how it feels in that company. And if they want, so they have their own studio, which they already said, Suga already explained that studio is theirs and it remains theirs, even though even when everyone was serving for those 6 months that everyone was serving, no one else was using the studio. And they have other privileges like that. Um, like if they need something, for example, they need a space and something else is there, everything else is canceled so that they can be accommodated. And they don't know those things. Like it's not like they're asking for those to happen. It's just that that's how they're treated. So so I think that's what Min Hee-jin hates is that she like there's nothing you can do. That's how that's the culture in Hive. So but they deserve it, right? Okay. Also don't cancel me on this, but let me make a fearless prediction. They had to kick Tail out because they need a sacrificial lamb. The lid isn't fully blown on this issue yet. Oh, for sure. There's a lot more. For sure. Because the girl that was accusing Tail said that you're not working. I know you're not working alone. Because he's good. If he can hack a phone, he's good. So he's probably not working alone. More than likely, everybody knew, just like Big Bang knew about Sungri. Possible. I'm hearing a rumor that Samsung are in talks to remove Sugar. That's not true. That was a made up article. If you read the entire article, they don't have a source. They will keep on saying source said, and then Samsung didn't comment because they didn't, nothing. It's like, that's not true. Don't believe those things. Wouldn't be surprised if there are other members involved in NCT. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Most articles in this essay got deleted soon after it was posted on Naver. SM controls the media. Hybe has money. SM has the power. Hybe isn't willing to play the game that SM has been playing for so long. There are a lot of gossip writers that are under the payroll of SM, and they're not willing to do that because it's not like SM is directly paying these people. That's not how it works in the media. There are ways on how you can keep people loyal to you without paying them directly. Min Hee-jin's real issue is a potential loss of oh yes, yeah, the put options, money and control. She doesn't care about NewJeans. That I hope that's not true. For the sake of the girls, I hope that at the very least she has really learned to care for them. I mean, I don't mind her wanting the money. I mean, who wouldn't want the money, right? But I hope that she truly cares for the girls. No BTS, no Samsung, no Suga, no Samsung. Brought this Samsung flip because of BTS ad. I was going to buy Samsung, but I held back because of this entire thing. But I don't think that's true. I don't think they're going to drop. There's idiots if they do that. Hi from India. Hello. Oh, hi. You know what? I was going to do one of my favorite movies of all time, Sarala, is this is just a segue, is Lunchbox. And I was going to do a stream where I'll be watching some movies and you can watch with me if you want. And Lunchbox was actually one of them. I so love that movie. So as long as she's a HYBE employee producer, HYBE didn't violate the court's ruling or contract. No, if the lawyers of Min Hee Jin's Min Hee Jin are correct, then they violated the contract because the shareholders agreement indicates that they need to protect her, Min Hee Jin, and make sure that she stays in position for 5 years. So they need, if the court sides with her, then they need to keep her in position for 5 years as a CEO. Hi, Adriana. This guy's SK really need to protect its women. That is true. But then, there's like in the US, there's a lot more problems, similar problems like that. We just don't hear about it. Um, so this thing came about because the Telegram founder got arrested in France. He's a Russian. He got arrested, the founder of Telegram. And a lot of these things are happening in Telegram because it's encrypted. So they feel safe to do all of those things. But yeah, that's how it came about. One of the reasons it came about. So I think once because they need to subpoena the database. Once they are able to issue the subpoena, a lot more is going to be revealed. Um, if the court has already negated MHA shareholder agreement, I don't understand what she can sue for. But they have, it isn't. So Hybe said that they have the right already to, like, they were already able to successfully execute the shareholders agreement, the dismissal of the shareholders agreement. That's what Hybe is saying. But Min Hee Jin is saying that she did not acknowledge it, which invalidates the dismissal. Living sweetly, I agree with you. Okay, so MBBR agrees with you, leaving sweetly. NewJeans are free to go after paying 225 million to get out of their contract. If they want to dismiss the contract, yeah, 225 million. What about the plagiarism case? That's going to take a while. The main problem about plagiarism is that, number one, they should have a legal document that states they are the owner of that intellectual property. And it was a song. So I don't know if that's one of the hardest to prove. So it's still ongoing. No progress yet. Usually SM puts their artist on, for you. I scrolled fast. Usually on hiatus, but the fact that they let him go tells me they know they were just waiting for the investigation to come to a definitive conclusion. Yeah. Well, the first questioning, I think, is going to happen today. No. The Yeah, it transpired today. I think she will stay and try to get something. Minhijin, yeah, for sure. I hope New Jeans does follow her and pay back all the money didn't on the project. If Hybe had fired Min Hee Jin, she would have spun it as separating from NewJeans against both their will. They're playing on her claim that she cares about the girls. Yeah, yeah. So that's why they kept her. But also, I think it's more a business decision. They're in the middle of a preparation for the next comeback. How long is the contract of NewJeans? 7 years. So they've been on for almost three. So 4 more years. I can't believe I love NewJeans so much. Now when I see them, I only see Min. Let's give them a chance. They're young. They're so young. One of them is a minor. Predator isolate their time. Yeah. Yes. Living sweetly. That is true. They isolate their. That's why I'm saying try to give them a chance because they've been isolated. They've been brainwashed. So give them a chance to get to know other people, get out of there and see how it is outside. Give them a chance. NewJeans is really suffering from Stockholm syndrome at this point. Yeah. I know Suga and Jin are still with Samsung. As long as a member is still using Samsung, I will be with Samsung. I will wait before I switch. I've been using Apple for forever. So for me to switch is a big thing. NewJeans parents. Yeah. I think That I really can't understand how somebody, I am not a biological mother. I don't have biological daughter, but I helped raise a little kid, a little girl, and I just can't imagine hearing somebody say those words about her, and for me to not, I don't know. I'm going to drag anybody who says those words towards her. She's my niece. I'm going to drag them to hell. Nobody says that about her. Sometimes I call her my daughter. So I can't imagine why the parents would allow their children to be with them. But Hani and Yunjin have, yeah, they have. Samsung said because it's not, because they don't have any conflict against each other. It's more Min Hee-jin. Samsung said they will wait because they have an agreement with BTS. I don't think they really made I think those are made up. I think it's the better option for NewJeans to just go with Min Hee-jin should she leave HYBE. Their full support is with Min Hee-jin anyway. So that's what I feel too. Like if that's where you want to go, I'll probably let you go. That is not a very good business because it's going to set a precedent. In the future, anybody can just say, I'm going to sign with HYBE and then throw a tantrum once I'm a little bit successful and just go off on my own, which is not good. Hi from Cuba. Hi. Oh, I want to go there. Really bad. I want to go there. I always like how you clear the air. Thanks so much. Thank you. I always try. I try to be as objective as possible. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello. Multi-stage, don't lie. There's no such rumors. Multi-stage, don't lie. There's no such rumors. Hey, I'm Manila here. Hi, Sharon. You're from Manila. I'm in the boundary of Pasig and Taguig. That's where I grew up. I think it will be fine. She can produce the music instead of controlling a company. They will monitor her closely. She doesn't produce the music though. She's, I think, more like a creative director. Oh, good. I wondered if Cali Army would put something together. I was going to ask a fan base to find out if they had plans. Yes, no change with Samsung since they have a contract with BTS. I'm from Mandaluyong in the Philippines. Hi. So I'm in between Taguig and Pasig. That's where I was from. I am from. That's where I am from. What days is the billboard going to be up on Sunset? 20 tomorrow. I think it's going to be there tomorrow until the 4th of September. It's a very expensive billboard. Props to her, whoever did that. Benny should recruit me. No, no. Benny is a girl group from the Philippines and they're starting to become really popular. So, hello from Texas. Hello. I love how you explain. Thank you. I always try. Hi from Singapore. I was just there, Singapore, just last year, Christmas. I'm in LA. Oh, hi, Jessica. There needs so Jessica. Maybe when if and when BTS decides to come to LA for a concert, maybe we can do a meetup. There needs to be some compassion for this awful man victim. I sincerely hope she's a strong. Yes, I hope so too. I hope that it should be all about the victim. New Jeans are strangely attached to their CEO. I think they were brainwashed. So let's give them a chance. I hope that the new CEO will be able to do something about it. Stockholm syndrome, yes. Pitying kidnapper, Stockholm syndrome, yes. Kumusta? And salamat for your hard work on this video and analysis. So what specific producer responsibilities do you think Min Hee-jin retains? I think the creative side, she definitely has control over the looks. She will most likely still control who they're going to be working with. But the thing is that um, part of the part of the reason she wants to stay with HYBE is the network of HYBE. So a lot of the producers, they've been trying to get a Grammy award-winning producer for NewJeans for a while now. Um, and one of the frustrations, again, disclaimer, take this with a grain of salt because this is third-hand information for you and this is second-hand information for me. So part of the frustration I heard is that if it's when it's BTS who wants to work with the producer, it's so fast because they're BTS. Like any producer out there in the US would like, sure, it's BTS, yes. But then if it's somebody else, it's a little, it's the wait is longer, and so they're waiting for a while to get somebody for NewJeans. And she thought that when they got into Billboard, the producers, Grammy award winning producers, will just jump on the opportunity to work with NewJeans. So that's part of her frustration. So that's they she will probably still sort of retain the entire creative, she will be the creative director, but she doesn't really produce. So she's going to decide who are the producers that NewJeans are going to be working with. NewJeans members are going to be working. NewJeans were kids when they were signed, yes. One of them still is. Let's not, yes, let's not be harsh. Let's give them a chance. After it is designed, they'll be able to put it up, yes. The billboard, you say, yeah. We need to remember that NewJeans are literal children. One of them is a child. Hire from Indonesia. The rest are adults now. Hope NewJeans have a good rapport with the new CEO for their own good. I, I hope so. I hope that's the one thing their parents will teach them. I have no opinion on NewJeans because I'm not interested in their music. Wow, I caught it live. I love your channel. Hi, thank you. You give details, in-depth analysis. Keep doing what you're doing, subscribe. Thank you, Tickets World. Why is your nickname Tickets World? I'm sorry, unless NewJeans have awakened and apologized, those girls are on my blacklist. BTS are not only talent, but also shareholders. Yes. And they have more in the, if the talks on the street, if those are true, then they have more than just what we know. Like way more than what we know. There are, talks in the street as to what they really own. From the beginning, I can't say because I don't have any proof because I'm also just hearing this. So, but that's all I can say, that they own more than what we think. From the beginning, Adore has been set up privilege that other labels don't have. Yes. They've said that they're going to equalize things, but in that, NewJeans might be losing this privilege and might see it because losing the privilege in that they were so spoiled, so they may not be as spoiled as they used to be. NewJeans are young and their frontal lobes aren't even aware of how much Hee-jin has manipulated them. Yes. So let's give them a chance. Untouchable is rightly so. I like them. I expect Hee-jin will blow it somehow. They made an HR person the CEO. As soon as she messes up, they will document her ass out of the door and put one producer. Yeah. I think Hee-jin knows that the moment they replace the rest of the board of directors, that her days were numbered. She knows that every move she was making, they were documenting it, they were watching it. And I think she was very, very careful. um Tickets World, hey Tickle, fancy meeting you here, huh? Great minds think alike. That is how it is, how it's going to be. It's their company. Privilege as should be. Hello from California. Hello. uh Laura Aquino, how are you related to Chris? As it should. Are you from the Philippines? As it should be, Hybe was built on the boys' back. Yes. They might see it as mistreatment and keep the narrative that Hybe is mistreating them because Bang Shiyuk didn't say hello to them. I keep on saying at this stage, just Bang Shiyuk shouldn't say hello to anybody. Because I feel like, because they know how to twist the narratives now. So it would be better for people to just think that he's just snobbing the girls instead of accusing him of, having any kind of indecent interest in the girls or something like that, especially because he's single. So I always say, just like, ignore anybody. Ignore everybody. Just, it's okay for you to be called a snob rather than, you know so they built it. Yes, BTS built it. Okay, I guess you're right. We need to give NewJeans a chance after having Hee-jin as their CEO for a long time. It's no wonder the girls think the way they do. Yeah, let's give them a chance. I mean, we're not perfect. We've had second chance. I've had second chances, third chances, fourth chances. So far be it for me to not give anybody a chance. Journalist Yi Sun Myung from the newspaper Sports Kyunghang appears to harbor a deep animosity. I think he's paid. He has written a lot of articles against BTS even before. If you search all of his articles, he's been a regular hater. Adore has been using BTS money from the beginning, and now that's why they were so, yes. But they never acknowledged it. They never thanked BTS, they never acknowledge that they have paved the way. The only time she acknowledged BTS was when she was explaining why she approached the shaman to make sure that they go to the military. And she said, "Oh, BTS is HYBE's ace or something." That was the only time she acknowledged BTS. NewJeans children law. Children don't attend Kanye West concert. I don't think they know. I don't think they know the trouble that Kanye West is going through right now. For years, he has persistently written only hostile malicious. Yes, targeting BTS. Yeah. I would say that Hype should reclaim the 16th floor, but giving her bad. I think they should just get the 17th, 18th floor, all of those. In stark contrast, this article about Min Hee-jin and NewJeans are yes. So I think he has been on the payroll of either SM or Min Hee-jin for some time now. One must wonder: is there a specific connection between Min Hee-jin and Lee Sun Myung? I don't know. I don't like the idea supporting a group just because they are juniors of your favorite. I only care about music. Do you not like the music of New Jeans? I personally I wouldn't say that their music is bad. It is never objectively bad. It's just that it's starting to sound the same to me. Like it has the same kind of feel and tempo, and I'm starting to look for something new. Like up until Attention, Hype Boy, those are like, oh, that's these are good. But then they came up with another, and it's all the same for me. It's not objectively bad. Like if those were sang by other people, I would like all of them. It's just that it's the same thing over and over again. So I feel like I need something. I'm starting to get bored, or maybe I've just been spoiled by BTS, as it should be. BTS essentially built hype, and I think the other artists respect that too. Yes, even the gym, they have a special play, the everything, even the where they eat. Yeah. I'm not from hype, so these are stories that I hear from friends who work there and stuff. So that's why it's second hand information for me and third hand information for me. But they're very well treated inside hype. I want to know who started that nasty Samsung rumor. That publication, I think Korea Herald or something like that. There's no source. Hype is ethical in my opinion. Too ethical. They should play dirty. I'm kidding. An appeal to international army. Take notice of journalist Lee Sun Myung from yes. Don't read anything. Just he's trash. Other idols will be announced to be connected to Tail. I think down the road they will. Oh, we know Jinik. We are very aware of who it is, who he has it in the BTS. Hmm? Journalist Lee Sun Myung from newspapers, yes, appears so yes. Just continue to stream and everything will be fine. For years, he has oh, you're talking to Jinik. Okay, yes, he has personally written. Yeah, if you look at his past articles, you'll see just how horrible he is to BTS. I hope for game caterers. Yeah, I hope that they'll do one this time with NewJeans, and they'll be able to see and interact with the other groups. In stark contrast, his article about Min Hee-jin. Yes, there is a report by reporter Kim who's doing real reporting on the issue related to Suga that calls for Suga to leave BTS. Were coming from China. Wasn't there a China connection to Min Hee-jin? Was there? To all international armies, maybe I should stop sharing, huh? To all international army, I urge you to pay close attention to the article. Jinik, don't tell them because they are not supposed to be clicking it. Don't give it any attention. Oh yeah, yes. Hello from Malaysia. Hi, I was there to 2022. 2022. I was in Malaysia and then Singapore. Lee Sun Myung's supposedly really friends close. Okay. He's more likely friends with Min Hee-jin. Samsung hasn't dropped. Suga, yes. The guy from K-pop. Shock, right? Hello from Rhode Island. Hi. Thank you for your attention. You're welcome. Game caterers with 17, Jin, NewJeans, and all new hype groups. Last one was awesome. So bad that NewJeans was not. Yeah. Hello from Florida. Hi. How's the weather there? Is it very hot? Do we know if there are laws on constructive dismissal in South Korea? Yeah, there are. There are. Your chat responses is so slow, like 5 to 10 minutes. Is there? Oh, really? Are you talking to me? 5 to 10. I'm trying to read everything. So I'm manually controlling it. That's why it's so slow. Small state, big stream. Also from Leaving Sweetly. Hello, Ate. Love your channel. Hi, Rona. Rona. Is that your first name? Ate, to everybody, is the Filipino word for older sister. Sorry, but I will still be with Samsung. I'm an army, but there is a line between supporting BTS and my preference for personal belongings. Thank you for your information. Love your channel. Thank you. Your chat is very behind. Because I'm trying to read everything. If I do real time, I won't be able to read all of your comments. Their music are way too young. I'll try to go as fast as I can. But can someone kindly explain to me what was going on through Bang Shiyuk's mind when he decided to hire Min Hee-jin, given her problematic background? Did he not see the obvious liability, especially for her work with minors? I have to say, I also didn't believe it in the beginning. There was actually somebody on YouTube, somebody who commented on YouTube. She was actually from the Philippines, who was so upset with me because I wouldn't accept her explanation about her because I didn't want to listen. So it is possible, and to think that my cause is actually children. So I'm very sensitive about children's rights and whatever. And when I came face to face with it, I just couldn't accept it. So that's one possibility that he was told. By the way, I'm not proud of that, but I also am not going to lie about it that happened to me. So I'm actually looking for that chat with that girl so I can apologize. I'd love to know. So I'm going to try and be fast. Oh, the flat vibe by NewJeans. I was the only one. Okay, their music are way too young for me. Some NewJeans songs are being plagiarized from foreign groups. Yes, I'd love to know how many people Big Hit are suing right now because it got. Yeah, they don't really say until like when it's done. So I probably they're probably suing a lot. Have you watched Solai TV's content too? No, because I hear about him a lot and I don't want. What if he's really good and I get insecure? And I just stop doing this. So him and Bora City. I'm cheering for both of them because they seem to be doing a lot for the community and they're like helping a lot of people understand issues and stuff. So I really hope that they succeed and that they continue to thrive and whatever. So definitely I'm supporting them from afar, but I don't want to watch their content just because I don't want to feel insecure. Self-preservation. All Nujin songs have the same tempo. Yes. Somehow their music never connected with. It's not bad, but not for me. Probably because it's just not for you, yeah. In terms of messaging, Nujin's song do really sound the same. Min Hee-jin paid over 70,000 to the shaman. 700, I think. No, million. It was like 3 million or something like that. I'm sad because I really love NewJeans music. I subscribe to your channel too. Eileen Park. I love the content of Ranjin. Oh yeah, he's a natural entertainer. I do hope he decides to act. Yes, Min Hee-jin met with investors from China. Ah, that's what you're talking about. Okay. I've heard about Min Hee-jin and the Chinese investors and such. I'd like to explore a continued connection between Min Hee-jin and Lee Soo-man. She mentioned trying to get financial support from places like Saudi Arabia. Yes, that was part of the case. Um, where are you? I'm talking. Chat is slow even while I'm looking at my end, and you respond after 15 minutes. Okay. Oh yes, I'm so looking forward to the last. I'm trying to rush because you said that it's so slow. I'm so slow. New Jeans should cover BTS Spine Breaker. Nobody can do it justice. I'm sorry. Hi from Las Vegas. Hi. Thank you for all. I'm going to be there next week. They may already be working on it. Question: BTS Forever 7, if they would learn from it. Do you know when the outcome of the current case against YouTuber will come out? It's usually 2 to 3 months. Is it true that the shaman passed away? Nope, she just ran away. At least of what we know, she just ran away, did not pass away. You're amazing. You have absolutely nothing to be insecure about. Thank you. That's because I know how to preserve my sanity. The three of you complement one another greatly. So like City and you. Oh, I'm really cheering for them because they seem to be helping a lot of people in the community. Boris City and Sean of Soul Light are both great too, and you too. Thank you. Trust me, Fairly, it won't matter which channel you watch. There is absolutely no reason that you would feel insecure. We all know how awesome. Thank you, thank you. You should watch Boris City talk about Korea's scandal culture regarding Suga. But what if I get insecure? I'm still irritated that Solat used photo line photos. I will never do that. I have vowed never to distribute or whatever. Ate, can we also trend? So what? I'll try. I say it on Twitter and see if people are going to catch on to it. Are you serious? Are you sure V Min Kok is hilarious? Get to see the beautiful taste of Jimina. Army and non. I love the Macne line. I think they have a special bond, and so I don't understand the hate in this. Are you sure? I was very happy that V actually visited. Where do you think Min Hee-jin got all the money to finance her legal costs? From her salary in HYBE. She's the highest paid among all CEOs. Bang Shiyuk does not get paid a penny. He only gets commission based on the performance and bonus. Not commission, but bonus. I love your videos. When my daughter watched a video of you with me, she said, "Oh, an intellect." Oh, thank you. Nice, right? That is, yes, that is nice. I actually, you know how when girls feel so giddy when somebody tells them they're pretty? I get that giddy when somebody tells me I'm smart. So your channel and Bora City are different. Hers is like essays, yours update on things. We don't even know what she looks like. Yeah, yeah. Some people are they just want their privacy. So how would it work with the lesser of him lawsuit against Ador? Doesn't all the money come from HYBE? Yes. So I think they're suing her directly, not Ador. So she will have to now she will have to cost her she will have to pay for her own expenses. Actually, they're just being themselves on. Are you sure? They're just like regular guys goofing around and relaxing. Yeah, I haven't watched it because I want to do a live reaction. I'll watch it with you guys. I found another good channel, Hi Boy. His content is good, very informative, little different from yours. I see the three channels mentioned as triangulated. Okay, but bought JK tickets. Me too. I bought two. I watched twice. Do you think if BTS made music on the issue women face, do you think it will open more options and help change the industry in Korea? No, they're going to get bashed for mansplaining. So Light took the photo line down. We asked him and he listened. Good. Good. When will we know the final outcome of Suga's case? So they will send it to the prosecutor's office this week. Probably count one more month, then we'll know. It's a long battle. They're dragging it out because it's Suga. Yes, so Light did sugar-free version afterwards. Your channel with its intelligent commentary also helped the community. You have nothing to be insecure about. Thank you, thank you. Can they sue the journalist? I hope they sue everybody who lied and made up stories about him. But yes, they can. So same at I love the Macne line too. Of course, I love BTS, but the Macne line is okay. Yeah, right. I know. So I don't understand all of this hate. I think Solite likes the gossip too much. I had to ask him to remove Sugar's photo line video. I heard that he removed it. I like your channel, Boris. Thank you. Sugar free. I'm glad he corrected it, but I felt super out of touch. Appreciate your kind and intelligent insights. Mahalo. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello. You're feeling here insecure. You're confident. I like that you do research before you put up the info. Thank you. I try to always do that. I don't always get it right, but I always try. Why are people hating on Are You Sure? It's therapy. What do you think? I'll do a live, like a live viewing, and anybody who wants to join can join. Wanted to know your view on it. Thank you. On what? Are you sure? I love it. Love your channel. I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you. 72 Silver Army. Hi. I hope I could be 72 and just as cool as you are. I love you doing lives. This is good. Yeah, I actually have come to like it. Sets strong enough precedent that the future is a little so far from idols. I mean, no need to be intimidated by Bar City because your channel is different. Are you familiar with Netflix show where Jin will be a part of? It is not on yet. It's going to be on next year. But it's going to be, it hasn't been shot. I would love for Jin to be do a piano ballad version of Spinebreaker before the others are dismissed without telling them. Yeah, I want him to cover all their songs. And do it in Ronjin. Are you sure? So funny brothers all the way, just being themselves. Is X Celeste? You think? I don't watch either of those. Do you think Suga and Hybe will sure sue? I think they will. I think they will. They're just waiting for everything to die down. Okay, is there anything I wanted to talk about? So there is a video coming out. I am going to release a new video in about maybe 7 hours, but it is going to have you watch Run. Not yet. I've watched the episode with the kids. Have you ever heard of YouTube channel Soulai TV? If you have, you can tell me your feelings about the channel. Yeah, I was just talking about it. I've heard about it in Boris City, but because I hear about them so much and I feel like a lot of people like them and they're praising them, I'm scared that if I watch and I feel like, oh my God, they're great, and I'll feel insecure. So I'm not watching them, but I am supporting them. I think so that uses a different and valid perspective on the situation, which I find interesting and looks beyond the facade. His use of photos, though somewhat shocking, was not good. It's shippers and toxic solos making hate comments on. Yeah. Um, Responding to the commenter that warned against giving a single person much power. So this applied to Soyon or IU. That warned against giving a single person too much power. So does that apply to Soyon and IU? Soyon of G Idol and IU? Shippers should stop. They should stop. I don't mind shippers for as long as they're just doing their thing. Like if you're just, if you're doing it for yourself, if you're just happy thinking that they're a couple, fine. But don't wage a war against everybody else. I'm cool with that. I'd love to know what the heck they were asking Suga for 3 hours. He went to dinner, had a couple of drinks, and tumbled. I have no idea. NBC always did BTS dirty, so don't trust them. Okay, so there's another video. So please watch that because I touched on. Apparently, there is a some rumor that some NewJeans fans are spreading that HYBE is deep in debt and that they're close to bankruptcy. And then they showed, which was funny because they actually showed some documents, financial documents, which are valid financial documents, by the way, and they are financial documents of HYBE. But this is what happens when you're trying to appear smart and you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Because when I looked at it, I was like, what the hell are these kids? There's like, gee, I can't believe that they're saying those things based on a document. But then, because I'm sure that a lot of you are professionals, one look and you will see what's wrong. But for them, it's a big deal that the hive is going to go under and whatever. So watch the video. Don't want to spoil it, but that I explained that. Um, and another thing is, just wanted to touch on a little bit on the tail issue. I think I do think that SM already knew about this case. They just didn't know. This is just speculation, by the way. I think they knew about the case, but they did not know how big it actually was until the investigation happened. And because the police said that they've been investigating him since the 28th, I think they did their best to suppress the news. And the one thing that that's going on, that SM has going, is that they have a lot of clout in they really are taking care of the journalists. So if they want something out, it's easy for them to call, which HYBE is not doing. And I don't think HYBE will be able to do, because everyone's eyes are on them. Also, I think they can't HYBE can compromise the reputation of BTS. So they will not go into such PR tactics. When I say those kind of PR tactics, I'm talking about actually keeping the journalists in their payroll, because that's going to reflect on BTS. If people learn that HYBE is doing it, then BTS is finished. So they don't want to do that because they're trying to protect BTS. As opposed to SM, they have nothing to lose at this stage. They've been doing it for a really long time. If you would observe any idol that severes their relationship with them does not appear in any broadcast channel. That is all because they have connections and they have relationships with these people. And they've been around for so long, so they've been able to nurture that relationship. HYBE has been pretty new in the industry. Bang Shiyuk hasn't always been very powerful, so he doesn't have the same pull, and he won't be able to do that because they're taking care of the reputation of BTS. It's so precious that they can't do anything wrong, not a single wrong move for them. So that's my speculation. I think they've known about it. They just didn't know how big the issue is. But once it goes out, I think it's going to take down a lot of celebrities, some more idols, and I just hope that this time something actually changes, because with the Sungri issue and with the Bangshi and the Isuman, not Isuman, Yang Yun Suk issue, nothing really changed. I mean, I can't believe that after Yang Suk was actually proven guilty of threatening a young woman, even though she's a marijuana user. She's still a young woman, and he threatened her. She's now in he is now in charge of managing the career of 8 younger girls. Like, how did that happen? What kind of brains do you, I mean, if that was my daughter, I'm not gonna let you near my daughter ever again if you have that kind of case. But they allow that. So I don't know what kind of value system that they have. I can't, I don't know. Okay, I'll do some more comments and then we'll call it a day. And then what I'm trying to do is experiment with different times as to which one is going to be best, so that I can have more conversations with more people. Or maybe I'll do like every other week, I'll change the time frame so that I can capture people that can't be on a specific time frame. I hope I'm making sense. Like maybe I'll do midnight this week, and then I'll do like early evening another week, or early morning, something like that, so that I can touch on the different time zones. I can accommodate the different time zones. Maybe I'll do that, but I'm still experimenting. So let me know which one is better, which time frame or time zone or time slot is actually working for you. So I'll do some more and then we'll call it a day. Um, Okay, I can hear Jin wrapping up the background. So yeah, I think someone behind the witch hunt for sugar. I can hear Jin wrapping up from the CEO. And couldn't believe Jin said he caught a tuna on the East Ocean. He didn't listen to Super Tuna, even Periscopes. Do you think that's where the hate of BTS come from? Not paying for good press? Yes. Not, no, part of it is not, is coming from that. The other part is that because BTS just defied, they just disempowered the press in South Korea. They never needed the press, the media in South Korea. um he also had feelings for a minor, waited till she grew up. Yeah, YG I'm speaking on, he married her. Yes, yes, so she was very young, and then he married her when, yeah, he was with her for a long time until she was old enough to get married. Why is Sungri not in jail? He was for 18 months and then he's free. I love your videos. Thank you, Rosie. Central Europe here, Europe, you caught us at the beginning of work hours. I hope you don't get in trouble. I like this convo, ate. Thank you, post like. Thank you, Rona. 500 people need to hit the like button if you like this type of comment. HYBE revenue so far this year is $465 million. Yes. I did a video on that. Sungri is rich, so he likely paid for, probably had me too, 3 freaking hours of interrogation. What do they repeatedly ask? I have no idea. Since I'm in California too, I guess we'll be good. Stop, stop. White on white crime? Huh? Okay, BTS doesn't need SK Media. True. That's one of the things that they have against BTS, that they never needed SK Media or South Korean TV shows, which used to be a standard for all groups, but they never needed it because they first became successful abroad, and that's how South Korea paid attention to them. Magandang hapon po, magandang hapon. Para kayong magpadala ng aswang sa Korea. Pwede kayang magpadala ng aswang sa Korea. Aswang is monsters. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, monsters. Yeah, monsters. You are a good journalist. Thank you. I enjoy watching your explanation. Ever wonder why the shaman is now a no-show? Because he's going to get arrested. I took one for, no, at least question, not necessarily arrested. For me, the best time is 11 p.m. here in Hong Kong, so finish my work. What time zone are you in? PTD, Pacific. Dapat po may oras kayong sasabihin ko anong oras kayo mag-live. I know, I should say, I'm experimenting. So next time I will actually put a notice way in advance. It's not about how much money you have, it's whether you play the game. Even succeeding without playing the game is rebellion. That is why they despise BTS. Love your channel, ate. I hope you do more live streams. I will. I will. And I hope eventually I'm trying to get some people to interview um, artists, businessmen, but with special focus on Asian because that's my channel is all about. Australia here and it's 4 p.m. I love your videos. You're the only one I trust for real information. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will try to nurture that trust. BTS thrived by themselves. K-pop tried to follow along but didn't. Yes. I see Min Hee-jin staying at HYBE so she can build up her resume. Award. She needs, yeah. BTS built a relationship with their fans personally. Thank you for another amazing. Thank you, Teko Sanctuary. You're reliable. Thank you. Thank you. You're amazing. Shaman always run with legal issues, right? When for SM to speak about it would have been wholly unwise. It would compromise the case and also the groups that they are managing. 1 a.m. here. Good night. Have to work soon. Good night. I'm also about to wrap up. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you. Great job, John. 400 more likes. Thank you. Hope Hybe gets more promotion to Lesser of Him, I'll It, and Promise Nine. Yes, please support. My favorites are, well, my super duper favorite. My number one girl group is still Twice. I also like Mamamoo, I'll It, Lesser of Him. Um, I'm starting to get into IVE a little bit. I love Stacy. I respect G Idol, but their music is not for me. But I respect them for what they're doing. Psalms 118:14. Is that what's on mine? No. Okay. Good morning and good night to all. Good morning and good night to all. This is my third comment. Hi, Spring Day. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I promise next time, ganda din ng B-side ng Cat's Eye. I'll try to listen to the B-sides of Cat's Eye. Okay. I will do this again with more preparation next time, I promise. But I will try to do other contents. As I've said, I'm going to watch some movies and I'll just watch. And then if you want to watch with me, um, go ahead and do that. I will do a live reaction for Are You Next? I haven't actually seen it. I've seen parts of it just because I wanted to do a live reaction. So, and then if there's anything else that you want me to do or questions or topics that you want me to touch on, let me know. Hi, New Zealand. Also, follow me on X or on Twitter and on Instagram. I will start uploading some content on Instagram. And please follow me on Patreon as well. I do have a free membership if you want to just try things out and not commit. That's fine. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really enjoyed it. So, as I've said, I'll do something else next time. I'll prepare more. And I hope that by the time that I do this again, we'll have better news for Suga and for all the other cases that we are watching. Thank you. Bye.